Twinless is directed by James Sweeney, and he also stars in the film as well as Dylan O'Brien. Overall, I enjoyed this film on a kind of a passive level, even if it was a bit cliche. I liked the energy of the film with the expressive and colorful visuals as well as the comedy. Lots of humor in the film worked for me, and it was kind of like a weird, dark comedy, which worked in the film's favor. I couldn't really get into Dylan O'Brien's character, as I alluded to. I don't think he's a bad actor or anything, I just didn't really think his character was very interesting. On the contrary, though, I did enjoy James Sweeney's performance, and I thought his character was interesting. This film is presented in a comfortably minimalist style, but is able to still use color in a unique way, which is something that I appreciated. There were some expressive choices with that. Something else to bring up that was just kind of weird in this film was that there's some really awful product placement in the film. Most prominently, a really gratuitous Olive Garden joke, if you want to call it that genuinely just felt like an unskippable ad. Kind of reminds me of those Sonic movies, how they just have that recurring Olive Garden joke in the movie. It's like, well, alright, that's how the movie got made, but it's not really a joke, it's kind of just an ad. Overall, this movie was good, but not amazing. And for that, I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. Undertone is a horror movie that I saw in theaters recently. Seems to be getting a bit more of a negative reception than I thought when I was looking at reviews of Mutuals. And I don't know, I have to disagree, as I thought this film was a really cool take on religious/ghost horror, but also was extremely effective in its scares. And saying that, this film has genuinely scary moments, which was only made better by how freaked out the theater audience was. I don't really like to watch horror movies with crowds, but honestly, this time I feel like it really impacted the experience in that way. I was able to watch this movie in Prime, just kind of a little bit of an extra format that I guess just impacts sound. If I had to take a wild guess, I'm just gonna assume that this film takes lots of inspiration from the Evil Dead movies, evident by lots of the camera angles and POV shots, and lots of just flat out shots and camera angles that I have to assume are paying homage to Evil Dead and Sam Raimi. Maybe a little bit of the Conjuring inspiration in there, but I haven't watched those movies, so I can't really say. A little bit of The Ring in there also. For a film that's held on its back by its audio engineering, it was honestly a relief to see that there was only 1 or 2 cheap jump scares. For how much restraint there was, I can get behind some bullshit. There's so much tension in this film that's just built up, and the way that this film's shot, it just has this creeping vibe to it. There are other jump scares in the film, but those ones are a bit more passable just because they are diegetic within the film's universe. And going into that, the sound design in this film was all excellent. Lots of really clever choices that is really just the whole reason that this film's able to work and is able to be so disturbing. I guess one knock about the film is that the acting wasn't anything incredible. The lead actor, she does fine. The other guy on the voice recording was alright. It wasn't anything amazing, but I mean, given that the bar in indie horror has just dropped so low for acting, I don't know, I guess it's just the bare minimum, but I also enjoyed that there wasn't just stupid horror side characters. Is that I liked how this film only kept it to 3 characters and just didn't have a bunch of other characters that were just there to get killed off. I liked that there was restraint in the film, which might tie back to how low the budget of this film was. The budget of this film is reported at around $500,000, which, yeah, that's really small and really impressive what they were able to do, because it proves that indie projects like this can still use cool camera angles and have unique ideas without having to be bogged down by just it's an indie movie, so we're kind of just giving it a pass. No, this is a very well-made film on a micro budget, and it's really impressive what they were able to do. But anyway, I really enjoyed my time with this, and I definitely recommend seeing this in a theater. And I especially recommend seeing this in a theater that would either have enhanced sound or just, has really good sound design. It seems to be getting mixed reviews, but I still highly recommend checking it out, since I did really enjoy it. And I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. If you like what you see, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There'll be lots more reviews coming soon. I got my big review coming out for all 10 of the movies I'll be watching at Buff, so that'll be exciting. And I have a couple more reviews for stuff I saw beforehand, so stay tuned for those, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.